Hi everyone, this is Keith Pabian from Pabian Law. Today I want to talk about what the H-2B visa lottery results mean for all of the organizations that have April 1st start date petitions. So on Sunday, January 4th, the U.S. Department of Labor released the lottery results for this year for any organization that filed on January 1st, 2nd, or 3rd and have H-2B visa petition start dates for April 1st, 2026. Remember, the lottery only applies to organizations that have April 1st start dates. Anyone that has a post-April 1st start date doesn't go through the lottery. Now, this year, the government received a wild 162,603 worker applications for the 33,000 spots for out-of-country workers. This demand this year represented over a 9% increase from prior years. We just continue to see the demand for H-2B visas go up year after year because employers see how great of a staffing resource this is. Now, when you get the results have two main implications. One is ability to recruit out-of-country workers, and the other is what U.S. Department of Labor delays will look like relating to the petitions. So let me go into this a little bit further. When the lottery results are issued, remember, Group A is the best, and whatever they get down to is the worst. And what I mean by that is, under the H-2B visa regulations, there are 33,000 spots allocated for Group A, and then every group after that, B, C, D, and so on, are allocated 20,000 spots until they run out. This year, for the first time ever, the U.S. Department of Labor got all the way down to Group H. Previously, they had never gotten past Group G. Now, here's how this works in practice, okay? So remember, there are two implications: out-of-country workers and processing times. So for those of you that want to recruit out-of-country workers, what we have historically found, and this year I don't expect to be any different, is all of our April 1st clients that get Group A, again, which is the best group, are able to recruit out-of-country workers if they want. Then about 70% of our April 1st employers are able to get out-of-country workers that get Group B. So basically, Group A is generally fine. About 70% of Group B is able to recruit out-of-country workers. The cap has always been hit during the Group B processing times, or during that period of time. Because what happens is the U.S. Department of Labor goes in order when they process petitions in order of the lottery results. So they do all the Group A's, then Group B's, C's, and so on. And so if you have a Group C, D, E, F, G, or H lottery assignment, I am all but certain that your petitions are going to miss the out-of-country cap if you want those out-of-country workers. Remember, for any of you, regardless of where you end up in the lottery, if you recruit in-country workers, they don't count against that numerical cap, and you can recruit them regardless of your lottery result or if you have a post-April 1st start date. That's especially important this year, everybody, because the government they announced very recently that they are adding more visas through the supplemental cap, through cap relief, but it's about half of what it's been in prior years, and it's never been enough. So this year, if you do not have good lottery results, meaning Group A or B, and even in Group B there's uncertainty, you need to be looking at in-country workers. All right, so the first issue is recruiting out-of-country workers. Second issue is processing times. The U.S. Department of Labor has been very slow and backlogged in previous years, including last year. In the spring tax and spending bill that was passed, the government did throw money to the U.S. Department of Labor to try to improve processing times. Hopefully that will come to fruition. We've already seen some improvements in processing times at the agency. But in prior years, the delays have been over 3 months, sometimes bordering over 4 months, especially for those that have poor lottery results. So if you have a poor lottery assignment, you can still recruit in-country workers, but it might be a bit before the government gets to your petitions. One of the things that we do with our clients is we do notify all of our clients when they move from group to group to make sure that everyone understands where they are and there's no surprises and everyone can plan. So overall, hopefully this video has been helpful in understanding how these results really do impact both the ability to recruit out-of-country workers and the delays. And we'll continue to provide more information as we receive it, as we go through this processing cycle. I wish all of you the best of luck with your H-2B visa petitions. And as always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can always find more information and all of our contact information on our website at www.pabianlaw.com. Thanks so much, everyone, and take care.